Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel Master Mojo Ash. In this video we talk about top 5 advantages of DEKU'S Blackwhip Quirk, and 5 drawbacks. Deku has gained a new ability in My Hero Academia known as the Blackwhip Quirk, and it comes with its share of pros and cons. Shonen series routinely grow into some of the most popular anime series, and Kohei Horikoshi's My Hero Academia is no exception. The entertaining superhero anime is currently in its 5th season, and it's arguably never been stronger. Every season pushes Izuku Deku Midoriya closer toward his goal of becoming the #1 pro hero, but it never diminishes the difficulty of this journey. Midoriya's strength and optimistic disposition are crucial to his journey. However, he's also one of the few characters in the series who has more than one option when it comes to his selection of quirks. Midoriya's Blackwhip Quirk is a new ability that he continues to understand, which makes it considerably more complex than other techniques within My Hero Academia. Before I start the video, be sure to subscribe my channel and press the bell icon. Number 10. Advantage: it's considered to be a top-grade quirk. There is no shortage of powerful heroes and villains in My Hero Academia, but these special individuals don't always have commendable quirks on their side. Some characters know how to make the most out of a little, while others carry the burden of a common power. Goro Banjo explains to Midoriya that the Blackwhip Quirk is a top-grade quirk, and that it's been highly coveted in the past. This of course doesn't mean that Midoriya will excel with the skill, but that there's still tremendous potential to explore with it. Number 9. Drawback: it's not originally his quirk. Midoriya is a rare case where he's a normal person who's born without a quirk, only to become the successor to All Might's One for All quirk. Midoriya's exposure to One for All ends up making him the potential bearer to more quirks, all of which belonged to former One for All vestiges. Blackwhip comes from Goro Banjo, who tries his best to give Midoriya a crash course on the new power. Blackwhip becomes a work in progress for Midoriya, but it's safe to say that he'd be more accomplished with it if he grew up with the power. Number 8. Advantage: its powers are enhanced by their exposure to One for All. There's a lot that's known about quirks in My Hero Academia, but they're far from an exact science, and there are many occasions when they exhibit unusual reactions. Blackwhip contains a lot of power, but it also experiences an adverse reaction to the One for All quirk that it shares real estate with inside Midoriya's body. Blackwhip actively grows stronger due to its proximity to Midoriya's signature quirk, and it allows his new skill to develop a stronger base power and possible scope. The unique cocktail of power that's inside of Midoriya effectively boosts Blackwhip. Number 7. Drawback: it's a volatile quirk that's controlled by the user's anger. Every quirk in My Hero Academia gets triggered in different ways, and the activation of such a power isn't always as simple as just wanting to use it. Midoriya's introduction to his Blackwhip Quirk is a messy process because the quirk is motivated by the user's anger. Blackwhip cannot reach its apex unless its user truly taps into their anger, which isn't exactly Midoriya's style. Midoriya needs to become angrier and more aggressive to get the most out of Blackwhip, which pushes the cheerful hero down a dark path. Number 6. Advantage: its severity can be controlled. Restraint is a crucial asset in My Hero Academia, and there are numerous instances where heroes and villains can't properly handle their quirks because they don't know how to tone down their strength. Midoriya's Blackwhip Quirk is exhausting and demanding at full strength, but Midoriya slowly reaches a place of understanding with it that allows for a sliding scale of energy. Midoriya learns how to keep his total power at under 5% of its potential, which minimizes the effects of Blackwhip so that it doesn't irreparably strain his body. Number 5. Drawback: it leaves the user in a vulnerable state. Midoriya is no stranger to quirks that put unreasonable stress on the user's body, and he's had to continually experiment with One for All at incremental percentages, otherwise the power will ravage his body. Unfortunately, The mechanics behind the Blackwhip Quirk are quite similar and put Deku through serious stress. The effects of using the Blackwhip Quirk are drastic. They've left Midoriya numb and practically in a catatonic state. Midoriya's first Blackwhip attempts arguably put Midoriya in worse shape than what he actually accomplishes with the burgeoning ability. Number 4. Advantage: it greatly increases Deku's mobility. There is such a range of superpowered individuals in My Hero Academia that certain characters thrive in the air or water because of how their quirks aid mobility. Midoriya isn't initially such a hero, so it's a major breakthrough when his Blackwhip Quirk allows him to take control in the air. Blackwhip can manifest itself through extra limbs that are able to propel Midoriya through the air while keeping his arms free for any necessary attacks. Blackwhip evolves to the point where 6 strong tendrils emerge from Midoriya's back that keep him airborne. Number 3. Drawback: it's only a medium-range emitter quirk. There are so many eclectic quirks in My Hero Academia that it's become helpful for the series to identify these powers into helpful categories. The Blackwhip power is specifically an emitter quirk, which means that it's a projectile from the user's body. The utility of emitter quirks ultimately comes down to their range. Blackwhip is a medium-range quirk, which isn't a terrible fate, but it still limits the ability in some areas. There are certainly emitter quirks with more substantial ranges that would be a greater asset to Midoriya and possibly also put less strain on his body. Number 2. Advantage: it has many different purposes and functions. Creativity and outside-of-the-box thinking are essential in My Hero Academia. Some of the most inspirational acts in the anime are when characters use their powers in unexpected ways. Blackwhip looks like it's just an explosion of powerful tendrils, but it's extremely versatile. Midoriya can use Blackwhip to catch falling debris, restrain and bind opponents, increase his ability to maneuver, or even provide enough of a protective barrier to resist Shigaraki's decay quirk. Midoriya also develops more advanced super moves around Blackwhip, such as Fry style, where he fires it from his mouth, like Zosui. Number 1. Drawback: it has a reputation for overpowering the user. Many characters in My Hero Academia, especially the prospective hero students at UA High, are incredibly eager to seize the world with their skills. Individuals might have the passion and knowledge to make a difference, but quirks can be incredibly dangerous, even to their own user. The Blackwhip quirk contains a severe risk of overwhelming the user and turning them into an uncontrollable hub of explosive energy. This mastery over Blackwhip comes down to the user's level of control over their emotions, which is considerably harder for someone at Midoriya's age.